Millions.
Hiya, Maeve, it's Jumbo.
Jumbo, isn't that funny? I was just thinking of you.
No kidding, maybe that's a good sign. Look, I was supposed to meet Jack this morning, but he didn't show. I asked around and nobody's seen him since.
Oh, Jumbo, I'm sorry. I didn't think you'd be worrying about him. You want a shock, a nice one?
Oh, well, okay.
Jack's here. He spent the night locked in my basement storage room.
Maeve, I know Johnny don't like the guy, but, you know...
No, Jumbo. It was my doing. My way of getting Mary and Jack together. Oh, those two have been so wretched lately and so stubborn about facing each other. I saw the chance to get them. I took them one down to the basement after the other and bolted the door behind them.
God bless you, Maeve. You're one in a million.
Yeah, would you like to tell my husband that?
I will. Besides, I want to be there when you spring them. How much longer they got?
Well, I left enough food to last a week.
Oh, you don't fool around.
Jack? Jack?
Somebody out there?
No. Where were you?
Shaving. Well, your mother thought of everything. There's a sink out back. Well, you think I busted out of here and left you behind?
I just woke up and didn't know what was going on for a second.
I didn't mean to scare you.
You didn't. I'm fine.
Come on. Let's have some breakfast, huh? Yeah?
What time is it anyway?
I don't know. My watch is busted.
I suppose it could be the middle of the night.
Well, whatever. I'm hungry. Huh? Hey, you suppose that the coffee in that thermos is still hot, huh?
Probably.
How'd you sleep?
All right. You?
I didn't. I was thinking instead.
Oh, you mean about a way to get out of here?
Partly.
You may have to go back to pounding on the pipe.
We'll see. Mostly, I was thinking that we stopped fighting somewhere along the line. I guess it's when we started to talk about the baby. I asked you a question before, but you'd fallen asleep.
What question?
Do you feel the annulment for real?
Waking up on...
That's a hard question.
Well, not really. I just asked you how you feel about the annulment.
Since I got the official papers and everything.
Yeah, I've got a whole drawer full of divorce and annulment stuff, and I still don't think any of it's worth a damn.
Of course the annulment's not worth a damn. You lied to get it.
True. Listen, I want to tell you this. I did believe that the lies were necessary. I believed it was the kindest thing for you and Ryan and for me, and I honestly thought that I belonged back on my own. But now I've been thinking that maybe I was just running. Want to say I told you so?
So where does that leave you now?
I'm not sure. I was thinking that same thing while you were asleep. I know I don't have that panicked feeling anymore, and I mean, I want to get out of this cellar, but I don't want to run away from the baby. I don't have a doubt in the world about that. I really do love her.
Tell her that, will you? A lot.
Okay.
If Ryan can grow up positive that her father cares for her, that's half the battle.
What's the other half?
Well, she'll have to deal with the fact that you and I have separate lives. She won't like it, but they tell me children can adjust to just about anything, so long as they're sure they're loved.
Hell of a time to realize this, but I don't want Ryan to have to make that adjustment. That's what I was supposed to do at the orphanage. It never happened. You just get mad and unhappy, and it lasts forever. And I can't have Ryan turn out like me.
Well, she isn't an orphan, Jack. She'll have me and my family uptown, and you and whoever downtown.
Whatever man raises her day by day, it shouldn't be Johnny Ryan, no matter how good a job he did with his own kids. And if you're thinking about Tom Desmond...
Yes?
I'm way off the subject. I started to tell you that I thought last spring that I had to be back by myself, that I had to try to get control of my life again, my apartment, and my work, my time.
Your friends?
Yeah. It isn't working out. The question that I asked you before, you still haven't answered it.
You want this?
No? Do you still feel married to me?
I can't help the way I am. You know how I am. There is a bond that's still there, yes. But it's something sad and painful. And I'm hoping to deal with it in time. Until finally it's gone.
I don't want to hurt you anymore. But I have to finish saying this.
All right.
I still feel married to you. I still love you. I guess it's too late, but you should know I want you back. You and Ryan.
Doctor, there simply isn't any question about it. If we're faced with a strike situation, the official hospital spokesman must be an administrator, preferably Marshal Westheimer. Well, thank you for your confidence in me. All right, thank you for the board's confidence, but the fact is I'm not the man for that particular job. When it comes to TV interviews and newspaper photographs, I must remain in the background. The public has to see a legitimate authority figure. Just as Dr. Moultrie speaks for the strikers. Dr. Westheimer, Dr. Ellison, or whomever you may choose must speak for the hospital. Not me, not your PR man. You want somebody...
Well, that was ingenious.
Well, I couldn't very well say my doorbell was ringing.
No. Besides, operators are always cutting off calls. I'm sure he'll think it was legitimate. Tom, would it really be that bad for you to be the hospital's official representative?
Yes. I'm sorry, Faith. The strike isn't even on yet, and it's already getting to me.
Oh, so how'd you do with your mountain of work?
Rotten. The phone's hardly stopped ringing.
Listen, if you'd rather skip lunch, it's perfectly okay with me.
No, I can't wait to get away from this thing. My picture all over the New York papers. My God, I need that.
I should think you'd be just a little bit taken with the idea.
If I don't set some limits, this strike could take over my whole life. I wouldn't want that.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for everything. Especially thank you for the strike.
What?
The strike. The perfect strike. Guess what? Guess what? I am going home. Dr. Pagano is letting me out of here tonight. You know why? Because you told me to tell him the whole truth, so I did. I told him I was faking the whole nervous breakdown. He wanted me to take this test, though, you know, for fakers. But he can't because of the strike. You know, this is everything that I've always wanted. It really is.
Yeah, well, if having a miserable stay here and wrecking your husband is everything have you ever wanted, then I guess I have to agree with you,
Okay,
Delia.
all right, Roger, maybe it's a miserable stay, but it's worth it because, see, Patty can concentrate on me now, and he can stand by me, and he'll give up faith for me. Roger, that makes me very happy.
Happy Delia, happy Patty, huh?
Yeah, that's right. Roger, I'm trying to thank you. I'm trying to be grateful to you. Now, look, if you're going to be mad at me and you're just going to shake your head at me because I'm being stupid, okay, I don't know. Roger, I thought at least you would always like me. I mean, at least a little bit.
Me.
Back now and
Promised was that I would love you and want you. I never promised that I like what you do to yourself or to other people. I didn't like you marrying Pat, and I don't like the slow death you're putting him through right now.
Don't say that to me, okay? Because it sounds horrible.
I'd almost call it criminal.
Roger, I'm not hurting anyone. I want Patty and I to be very happy and very close. Would you stop laughing at me, please?
I was just imagining you standing over Faith with the smoking revolver, explaining to the police that you did it because you wanted to make Patty happy. Well, I certainly am glad that you're not so worried about my happiness. God knows how I'd survive that.
You disgusted with me because I faked this whole nervous breakdown?
Yes.
Then
but-
why the hell did you plan it with me?
Because I thought that it would backfire.
You thought it would backfire? I don't believe it. I don't believe it. You looked at the medical books with me and you thought it would backfire. That's just great.
Will you just listen for a minute? I thought that you would blow the whole marriage right out the window with this crazy little scheme of yours. But I didn't realize how much power you had over Pat. But now I do. And I almost feel sorry for him. And maybe I even feel a little guilty. And that's incredible.
Roger, please. I've had enough of this. Would you just get out of here, please?
Yeah, I think I will.
Don't call me. Don't come by my apartment. If you see me in neurology, don't even say hello to me.
Yeah, that's a good idea, Delia. And for my sake, let's put a little real distance between us this time, okay? I still love you. But I don't like being around you anymore.
Hi, babe. Oh, hello.
Well, is the news still good?
Oh, yes. After 16 hours, all's well. Of course, last night, I have to confess, I went down and peeked. They were doing fine. So I went upstairs, said my prayers, crossed my fingers, and woke up this morning feeling very confident.
Oh, they're probably planning a second honeymoon by now.
I think we'd be wise to set our sights a bit lower.
I think it would also be wise to get some lunch. I practically had to tear this man away from his desk. Apparently, the hospital's dumped the whole strike into his lap. They want him to be their official spokesman, but he claims he's camera shy.
Well, I don't like the idea of a lot of personal publicity.
Oh, you don't like the limelight, that's it, huh? Well, what about some soup, all right?
Lovely.
Fine,
Thanks.
fine. Maeve knows something that I don't.
She's a wonderful lady, isn't she?
Tom.
So, now you know as much as I do.
Seems to be a little more than I can handle.
You don't have to handle any of it. You just have to believe me.
Right.
Was that impossible?
I don't know. I really don't. Not that you're lying. You couldn't say you love me and want me if it weren't true. But it doesn't feel true.
What does feel true?
Jack, I gave up on you because you didn't want me. The annulment and the divorce, keeping away from you, trying to make a whole new life. What's right at the middle of that is one fact. You don't want me.
I really did a job on you, didn't I?
You really convinced me, yes.
The day you found Martha McKee with me?
That day was the worst, but...
But there were lots of other days, too. Like the time you told me that you were pregnant.
You were barely out of the accident then. I figured you'd feel better about the baby once you got well. During the pregnancy, I had this idea that you just needed some privacy and peace. No more crowding from my family, or from me, with my middle getting bigger and bigger every day. So I tried to give you lots of space, love you from a distance, make you feel secure enough so that you could be relaxed and reached out to me. And the thing is, I couldn't carry it off, Jack. I found some reason for dropping in on you once a week or so, which was dumb, because all you ever did was kick me out, Jack. Every time I went to you, you told me to get out. Go away. My God. Do you have any idea how that hurt?
I think so.
The day you got out of the hospital after the corrective surgery, just before Ryan was born. Oh, I was hoping like crazy that day. We'd be lovers again. We'd be parents. We'd be a cozy little family. So I ran all the way downtown and cleaned the apartment and made a meal. And you walked in, and I thought it was starting to happen. You did hold me. For the first time in 9 months. And then you told me to get out. And then, damn it, I still believed you'd come to the hospital for the delivery. And then I believed you'd come to bring us home. And then, dear Lord, I had to go back for one last kick in the teeth. Martha McKee. That day, I'd had enough. So no matter what you say now, it's still the way I feel.
I can't change what I did to you.
I'm afraid you can't fix it.
But I can fix me. And I'm going to start trying.
How?
Being a father to my little girl, for starters. By not running anymore.
That would be the best work you could possibly do.
And the hardest. Please. One word about Martha McKee. I never had a chance to explain. She spent one night with me. I was having a bad time, and she tried to be a friend. The next morning, she said that I'd better make it up with my wife because I couldn't want or love anybody else. She's getting ready to leave, and that's when you rang the bell. I haven't seen her since, and I haven't been with any other women.
Something very much like that happened with Tom and me. This weekend we just had. I wanted to make love to him, Jack. I tried. But I couldn't. He was very good to me. I wished I could be in love with him. But we both know it's a lost cause.
Tell me why.
If you want me to say I still love you, all right. I do. But you have hurt me and scared me and put me through more hell than I care to remember. I'm glad you want to change. I think you'll do it. But you can't turn into a different person.
No.
And neither can I. I made mistakes with you. I doubt I'd make the same ones again. But, Jack, I'm still Mary Ryan, who loves grandparents and traditions and aunts and uncles and singing and pipers. I want all those things in my life and Ryan's.
Okay. And I'm still the guy who can't share anything. I'm a little bit better now. I still don't want to have dinner parties for 10, and I think I mostly want order, and I'll never like surprises. And that little uptight boy from the orphanage is still a big part of who I am.
So, here we are.
With the same problems we've always had, huh?
Sounds like it to me.
Mm-mm. There's a big difference. I want you and Ryan, and I'm not afraid to say so to anybody, even myself. I have to hold on to the two of you, because that's where my life is. Mary, if we're very careful and keep our heads together, don't you think we can try again?
Settle in for a night of drama featuring the biggest stars from your favorite TV shows and movies. It's your night for a great film with the Sunday Night Movies, every Sunday night at 10 on SoapNet.